Amuza sells many different types of Eicom microdialysis probes. I'd like to help you choose the best probe for your next experiment. If you will be doing chronic microdialysis in the brain, our AZ and CX probes are the most popular choice. These probes both offer industry-leading recovery rates for small molecules such as monoamines, acetylcholine, and amino acids, but have different designs to suit the needs of different projects. For mice, the CXI probes are your first choice. The CX's narrow body allows for bilateral microdialysis, even if your targets are close to the midline. The microdialysis probe simply clips into the guide cannula, allowing quick insertion. These are perfect for shorter experiments in small animals. For rats and for long experiments with mice, we recommend our AZ probes. The AZ is held on its guide cannula by a cap nut, locking it into place. This way, rats cannot dislodge the probe by scratching at it or striking it against the walls of the cage. The AZ probe is also offered with a microinjection option. A microinjection cannula is attached to the MIAZ probe so that drugs, antibodies, and other molecules can be delivered to the microdialysis site at a specific time or times. Both the AZ and CX probes are mostly used for chronic microdialysis and use guide cannula. The guide cannula is surgically implanted well before your actual experiment and allows you to quickly implant the probe before letting the animal move freely around a chamber or maze during the experiment. The probe can be left in place for days, or instead a dummy probe can be used in between experiments, during conditioning, or while waiting for an injected vector to begin expressing proteins. In acute microdialysis, the mouse or rat remains on the stereotaxic frame during the experiment. For these projects, we have the DZ probe. This is our smallest probe and is intended to be directly implanted without a guide cannula. DZ probes can also be used for shorter experiments with freely moving mice. Researchers use our Atmos-LM large molecule microdialysis probes to measure levels of peptides, proteins, antibodies, and even ApoE particles. These probes have membranes with a molecular weight cutoff of 1 million Daltons, so even many oligomerized proteins can be recovered. The Atmos-LM PEP probes are superior to other push-pull probes because we add a vent to equalize pressure between the lumen of the probe and ambient conditions. This stops convection, the bulk transfer of water and solutes driven across the membrane by pressure, and greatly enhances accuracy and reproducibility. We offer these probes with several different membranes to match your project. If you will need to do MRI or PET imaging studies with the guide cannula and probe in place, we offer CI probes and cannula. The CI series are metal-free and won't interfere with imaging. All of the above probes were designed for use in the brain, but we also have probes for peripheral tissues. The Opie linear probe is designed for dermal use and has a needle at one end to make it easy to implant. The TP flexible concentric probe can be used in blood vessels and the GI tract. No matter which type of probe you choose, the size of the probe should match your project. If you use a probe with a long shaft to reach a shallow region of the brain, most of the probe will be high above the surface of the animal's head. This makes it more likely for the probe to be damaged as the animal moves around its environment. Imagine wearing a top hat versus a ball cap. Amuza's Eicom probes are all made to the length you request. All of our probes, stereotaxic adapters, and accessories can be made to your custom size requirements in just 2 weeks, even for the smallest orders. We also maintain a large inventory of probes ready to ship. Many of our probes can be made with different membrane materials. If you would prefer a polyether sulfone or polyacrylonitrile membrane instead of cuprophane, please ask. If you are planning a new project or having trouble with your current one, please give us a call and we can help you troubleshoot. At Amuza, your success is our priority. We stand behind our products. Our tools have to work in our users' hands as well as they do in ours. Thank you for watching.